nice.
Yes.
Applause.
Nice.
They must not be able to see me.
They're planted.
All right, ladies, gentlemen, and MMO fanatics of indeterminate gender, rejoice! G4 TV's E305 Live, presented by Jeep, is here. Massive Gaming Expo E3 has officially opened its doors, and we're overwhelmed with game previews, big announcements, and fanboy pheromones. With me, of course, is a man so twitchy he makes WarioWare feel like a David Lean film. Attack of the Shows, Kevin Pereira.
Thank you, Adam. Now, you know, we've been touting this year's E3 as the greatest ever, and I don't say that lightly. Like, you know, at lunch when I had the best bag of Cheetos ever. Oh!
It was good.
They were good.
Yeah.
But come on, seriously. Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Nintendo Revolution. Now, the only thing that could make this cooler is if Bill Gates and his army of Gates bots burn Los Angeles to the ground.
Ooh,
that'd be pretty sweet. Oh, and speaking of scorching, X-Play's Morgan Webb is here as well.
Aw, comparing me to the wholesale destruction of an entire city, I'm flattered. So much going on, and this is only day one. Luckily, E305 Live and IGN.com will be your source for all E3 information for the rest of the week. Tune in for our 2-hour live reports, like this one every night at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Then go to IGN.com anytime for continuous updates. Now, before we wade out into the show floor, let's first start with some basics.
Dun-dun.
Now, for gamers, E3 is like having the Super Bowl played in your own backyard on Christmas Day. And there's s'mores.
Yay!
Yay! It's 3 days of semi-controlled chaos that will see tens of thousands of people stampeding booths for that oh-so-sweet first taste of what the industry will be serving up in the next couple of years.
And when you're talking E3, industry is the key word. More than 400 exhibitors from over 80 countries will be showing off their goods. You've got venture capitalists, importers, exporters, financial analysts, developers, and of course, the press. And all of them are making their silent and not so silent judgments about where they're going to be spending their time and their money.
That's right, and here at the heart of this electronic nirvana is, of course, all these shiny new game systems and software that makes them hum. More than 1,000 games will be unveiled this week and shown to the public for the very first time. To say nothing of the 10 brand new consoles, hundreds of peripherals, and mountains of ridiculous crap that you still, for some reason, need to own. This should give you some idea why E3 is by far the gaming industry's biggest event, and this one is amazing.
And it
This
is, and you know,
one's
it's
really
the
big.
gaming industry's loudest event. Like going down on the show
Yeah.
floor, they have competing speakers going. Everyone's trying to prove that their game may not be the best, but it's definitely the loudest.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then there's that voice thing where you have that scratchy. By Friday, there'll be that husky Debbie Moore sound will be coming out of us.
But it is very exciting. People are lined up to play all the different video games. And
Yeah.
it's interesting. Some of them have shorter lines. Some of them have longer lines.
I just don't
but
pay attention to them. I pretty much push them out of the way and play.
No
You're a
lines
good
at all.
person. A good
All
person.
right, if you missed our in-depth coverage of all the big E3 press conferences announcements, that was yesterday, and if you missed it, shame on you. We sat through hours of pulse-pounding flowcharts and mind-blowing PowerPoint presentations to bring you the launch of the next console cycle. So here's a roundup of all the big news from the big three.
Has there ever been a more important E3? Probably not. With 3 console unveilings in as many press conferences, there's no shortage of hype and dash streams. Sony hit the ground running with its show on Monday afternoon. We weren't expecting much from the PlayStation 3 before the show, but boy, we were wrong. Sony completely spilled the beans on its next console, leaving many scraping their jaws up off the floor. The PS3 can do just about anything with style: music, video, an online service to rival Xbox Live, and of course, games. There was no shortage of those. Sony showed some stuff that still has people wondering if it's real. And with backwards compatibility down to the original PlayStation, it will have a healthy library out of the gate when it ships next spring. The big question, how much will it cost? Microsoft's press conference followed directly afterwards, where it unveiled the backwards-compatible Xbox 360. After all the internet leaks and overproduced TV specials, there really wasn't much left to the imagination. Microsoft is really concentrating on the next evolution of Xbox Live that it hopes will snare 1 billion users when all is said and done. Yes, 1 billion users. How? Making custom clothing, of course. The Xbox 360, just like the PlayStation 3, will converge all kinds of media together into one box. And the games? Well, they haven't blown us away like the PlayStation 3 stuff has, but some of them are looking mighty fine. Nintendo's press conference brought up the rear on Tuesday, where the grandfather of the industry finally lifted the curtain on its next console, the Revolution. Well, kind of. Nintendo showed the console's casing, and sadly, that's about it. Nintendo did say that the Revolution will be able to download and play every Nintendo console game ever created, which is pretty sweet. The huge crux of Nintendo's presentation was the DS and its wireless capabilities, with games like Mario Kart and Animal Crossing. Maybe Nintendo's latest handheld will have a healthy lifespan after all. Nintendo also showed a miniature version of the Game Boy Advance called the Game Boy Micro. And of course, The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess, which is looking as good as ever. Who won? Who lost? Well, let's say this. Both Nintendo and Microsoft will have their work cut out for them if they want to compete with the computing behemoth that is PlayStation 3.
Okay, do you get it? The next console cycle is officially upon us.
Yay!
Now, what do we think about it? Well, funny you should ask, because Kevin has an opinion. Laddie boy, what do you think?
Oh, let's not call me that ever again,
Laddie
Adam.
boy.
That was kind of cute.
all
You
right.
could have a little hat.
No, let's not.
Okay.
You know, people, there's a rumor today. PlayStation 3 might cost $500.
That's what I think.
Now,
it might.
and some, no, some people are like, oh, that is way too much, blah, blah, blah. You know what? It's a Blu-ray DVD player, and it's next-gen, and that's the price of a next-gen graphics card on the PC anyways. I would pay $500
And it has
for
two
PlayStation
of those
3.
next-gen graphics cards.
Exactly.
But they were so happy to tell you that each of those graphics cards cost $500 individually. So of course everyone in their head is adding all this the technology up. We'll see. I
just
feel
lose
like
some money.
$500 is going to be a lot of money for that.
I'm
I
okay
know.
for 500.
I mean, it is a lot, and the economy better hold. And here's the thing that I've
The
noticed.
360.
After getting out onto the floor, I'm feeling better about the 360.
Absolutely.
I now think it was the press conference did such a bad job of representing it.
Yes.
And now I'm seeing some games, obviously Gears of War, which we're going to be seeing later. If that can be on, if that's on this system is a rival to the PS3.
Well, they had,
Absolutely.
they had so many buzzwords at their press conference that you just felt like they were trying to pull wool over your eyes or just pull something over on you. Whereas when you get on the floor, there are actually games playable on the floor, which is great.
Right. Now, did anybody see any PS3 playable stuff, like the Fight Night? Was Kudo down there? Were you able to
I
punch
haven't
in
made it
boxers and-
into their booth. Were you able to make it over there?
Yeah, the Kudo is nary in sight, and you can see him from space with those sunglasses he was wearing. But the Fight Night demo at the press conference was amazing. It got a lot of attention because you
Yes.
could really see the facial expressions on the boxers, and we've been missing that. Like, you know, we haven't seen that emotion on those people's faces yet. You see those plastic faces, and it's really disappointing still. But when we saw those, it was kind of like an aha moment for the next generation
Absolutely.
of consoles.
Absolutely.
Now, I think the other thing is I made it over to Nintendo's booth. There really isn't much.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, there are games there. Zelda's there. Zelda, I mean, it's great, but
Well,
you still
yeah.
expect it to be great. That it doesn't have that same sense of surprise.
Right.
Nintendogs, on the other hand.
Oh, here we go.
Wow,
Here we
that's
go.
a cool
Adam
game.
apparently
So-
likes the puppies.
Well, the problem is that whatever little masculinity I have left is now gone
Yeah.
because of that game. That's all I can say, everybody.
There you have it. Well, the DS matches your skirt, which is nice. Now, whether you're excited about the Xbox 360 or just too weak to take your old Xbox off the shelf, Microsoft has new games for their Black Behemoth and the sleek 360. They're all out there on the show floor. Take a look.
Here we are. This is it. This is the Microsoft booth here at E3. It's where the house that Gates built is showing off the successor to the Xbox. It's the Xbox 360. Now, Microsoft knows the console is up against some stiff competition in the form of the PlayStation 3, but they're counting on the success of Xbox Live and a few key exclusives to really save the day. Now, depending upon your point of view, the Xbox 360 is either a slick piece of modern art design or a dead ringer for George Jetson's toaster. Now, the wireless controller is standard, and now Xbox Live will be an integral part of everything you do with the system. From music to movies to sports, everything will be available at the touch of a single button. The Xbox Live Marketplace features a bunch of ways to customize your Xbox 360 experience. This even includes the ability to design corporate logo branded apparel that other people can buy and download and then put on their in-game characters. That's right, folks. Microsoft wants you to pay for the in-game advertising now. Oh, but don't worry, it's a feature. In the weeks leading up to E3, it seemed like Perfect Dark Zero was going to be the flagship title, but now it's gone conspicuously missing. In its place is another rare game. It's called Cameo: Elements of Power. This game has gone from the GameCube to the Xbox, and now it's on the Xbox 360. I mean, it's got to be some kind of record. You'll play as Cameo, an elf who can shapeshift into various creatures. Now, she's trying to save her land from some nasty invading trolls, and what's being shown is much more expansive than any of the previous versions, with large battlefields containing dozens of enemies. Surprising no one, Dead or Alive 4 has popped up as a launch title, and, well, it looks pretty much the same as DOA always does. Nice backgrounds and 5-year-old gameplay. Ninja Gaiden 2, where are you? Project Gotham Racing 3 is in the works as well. Now, details are sketchy, but we do know that it will feature a spectator mode so you can watch races, and tournaments will be held with grand prizes of up to $1 million. Now, is this the beginning of professional Xbox Live players? A boy can dream. One of the big aces Microsoft still has up its sleeve is Hironobu Sakaguchi's Mistwalker Studios. Sakaguchi created Final Fantasy, and now he's working on an RPG for the Xbox 360 called Lost Odyssey. It's the story of a 1,000-year-old man who can't die, and the clash between magic and technology that is ripping the world apart. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to see Halo with the launch of the Xbox 360, and so far the most impressive title we've seen, well, it's not a launch title either. However, with that said, this title does have a chance to be just as big and just as important as Microsoft's trademark shooter. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Gears of War by Epic Studios. It's a tactical shooter with some serious horror elements that pits a dying human race against terrifying monsters risen from the deep underground. And yes, it will have online play, and even better, online co-op. Now you may be wondering, but Kevin, what does Microsoft have for the Xbox that I already own? Well, it's a good question, and here's your answer. It's Conquer, Live and Reloaded. This is the only first-party title that Microsoft is showing off here at E3. Now, don't worry, there's tons of third-party support, but the big MS is focused squarely on the next generation. And you know what? That's a good thing, considering the battle that Xbox 360 has against the PlayStation 3.
You know, E3 is all about new games and celebrity sightings. And right now we have a couple of celebrities on the set with us, Sean and Marlon Wayans, not Adam and Kevin. How are you guys liking E3?
It's insane.
Yeah.
It really is. It's overload.
You guys play games yourselves?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all. Well, I play a lot more. Sean got a bunch of 80s games.
I play 80s games.
Yeah,
I'm like straight out of the 80s. I got Miss Pac-Man. I got Donkey Kong. I got Elevator Action.
You like all those games that never end.
I'm like a video game crackhead. Whatever you got, I'm going to play it. I don't care.
No. Actually, the games that never end is that John Madden football.
No, John Madden football ends. SOCOM don't end.
Because you can play online
SOCOM, you
forever.
literally got to go get you some
You have to
U.S.
move.
Marines
You got to move
and
out
shoot
there,
people.
the place you playing in order to end it.
All right, what did you guys bring for us today? You have a game of your own.
Yeah.
But it's a trading card game. It already looks better than the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh card games that are out there. I don't know if you guys play those.
Thank
but
you.
I'm about to get killed by fanboys, so
Thank you.
please protect me when they come up here in an angry mob.
It's Pokemon, but kind of it's Jokemon. It's basically it's jokes.
It's called the Dozens, and it's your mama jokes on cards. And so we got funny animation to go along with it, and you play kind of like the game War.
Okay.
You go back and forth. And who tells the funniest mama joke on the card wins, and it's rated.
Right, and
Okay.
it's also a cell phone game as well.
But you don't have to make up the joke. The joke's on the card for you.
The joke's
so
on the
I
card
don't
for
have
you.
to actually be funny
So
at all.
go ahead,
playing this
throw
game.
one out there. Throw one out there. Go for it.
Your mama's so... I already messed it up.
Come on,
Just
try
go
to
for it.
Come on.
Your mama's feet's so ugly, when she takes off her shoes, it looks like she's throwing up gang signs.
Look
All
at
right,
that.
that's
Now
funny.
that's funny.
That was pathetic.
Yeah,
I'm
well, your
sorry,
mama-
everybody. I'm
No,
sorry.
that was funny.
That was
Okay,
good. But your
okay.
mama's breath so stink, they consider her mouth a weapon of mass destruction.
Well, you
I'm
already
funny.
win
Give
on
me
a.
a
You
card.
already win on a.
Now the cards are out. It comes out June 1st,
Okay.
exclusively at Blockbuster.
Yep.
June 1st, so
Nice.
you can get the cards.
And the bonus mobile game is available. Just go to www.dozensonline and pick it up. And it comes with good gum.
It comes with the gum
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah, and the gum is soft. It doesn't cut up the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, it ain't like
Wow.
that razor blade they
Kitties,
give you. This is actually good gum.
Well, I'm gonna have this, and thanks for stopping by,
No
guys.
problem.
Really
no
appreciate
problem.
it.
Thanks for
All right.
having
Thank
us.
you. Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for having us.
Now, shift your position on the futon slightly, but don't get up because later we have a demo of Unreal Tournament 2007. Yes, it came from the future to be on our show. And to kill John Connor, of course. Plus, the oft-remixed but never imitated Cliffy B is here with Gears of War and Unreal Engine 3. It makes the violence pretty.
Wonderful, slightly nauseating blend of light, sound, and women who are paid handsomely to wear very little clothing. And already, we have the man behind one of the biggest games of the expo right here on our set, Cliff Blazinski. I have to say, Gears of War, which you're obviously showing, I do not expect to see anything to impress me more than this game. I just wanted to say that and go on the record.
You know, Epic's known for Unreal Tournament, and you know, we wanted to create a new IP, something that's a little bit darker, a little bit grittier, something that's a little bit nastier, and that's what Gears of War it's all about. It's kind of a, you know, Band of Brothers meets Resident Evil, right? I love tactical shooters and I love survival horror games, so let's mix those chocolate and peanut butters and see what we come up with.
All right, so let's clarify one thing. This is not in the Unreal universe, is it?
No, this is a completely new universe.
Right, which is good, because then we don't have to,
the thing about Gears of War, dude, there's no space aliens. There's no drop ships, there's no caution striping, there's no lava, right? It's kind of its own planet, and everything's really, really dark, nasty, maybe a little bit violent, too.
Yeah, well, there's also a fair amount of profanity, as we saw.
Well, you know, maybe there's a few F-bombs here and there, but...
Yeah, there's quite a few. So, sort of take us through, like, what are the big features of the game? I actually got a chance to check it out. I mean, there's about 2 or 3 big things in it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the first thing that we're doing is having an amazing cover system, right? We're going to take cover, like, deeper than anybody's taken it before. You're going to want to get behind a wall, you're going to want to kick over tables, you're going to knock over pillars, and then you're going to see your enemies chip away at the very same cover, and then you're going to run in fear from these horrible bad guys, right? The second thing we're pushing is co-op. I'm a big fan of that kind of sofa experience of like, hey man, let's team up, let's take on these enemies, and co-op's just going to be huge. You're going to be able to play it on live. It's going to be really, really fun. The other thing is water cooler moments. I have no attention span, and I love games with memorable moments, so we're designing the game in like 5 to 10 minute increments. There's always going to be something new, something exciting coming at you, just moment to moment, non-stop, constant.
And which is interesting, because I think you did one of the first memorable moments in PC gaming, which was in the beginning of Unreal, when all the lights would go off and then the scar would come up. So I mean,
oh, you're flattering me, Adam.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the moment everybody remembers from Unreal, was when the lights turn off, the scar comes out.
It was in the first hour, which is a little unfortunate.
Yeah, well, it was right at the beginning. We got the hooks in there, and we got people playing through it. And you know, that's the kind of thing we want to do with Gears of War. We want to have moment, and then make people talk about it, and then have people just kind of guide other people in the online experience and on the sofa experience to enjoy it together.
Now, okay, let's talk about the enemies, because I mean, this also has some of the most inventive-looking creature design I've ever seen in a game. I'm sort of like, what's their backstory?
Well, the Locust Horde, one day humanity was fighting on the planet of Syrah, and all of a sudden just this army comes forth from the underground of the planet. And they can emerge at any point. They just burst out of the ground and start laying waste to everything. So you're not only fighting against like bipedal enemies that take cover and use suppressing fire, but you're also fighting against strange little wretch-like creatures and then giant 4-story tall monsters. There's really a full range in there. It's really cool.
Now, you're obviously using the Unreal Engine, and it's version number 3.
Unreal Engine 3. 3.
Now, it's obviously really impressive, and also we saw it at the Sony press conference. What is it about this engine that seems to just make it stand out so much more than even like Source and the Doom 3 one?
Well, I mean, you talk to a lot of developers, and they're like, we're going to have to put 8 million people on this project. We're going to have to spend $500 million, and you know, yeah, games are going to get more expensive to make. You know, you're going to need more people, but it's like, let's work smarter, not harder. Let's make better tools that enable the developers to rapidly prototype and get their visions on screen quickly, and that's what Unreal Engine 3 lets you do.
Now, the Xbox 360, obviously that's what Gears of War, it is only going to the 360. There is no PC iteration.
Gears of War is an Xbox 360 exclusive.
How are you liking working with it? I mean, it's like going through the process.
I've got an amazing relationship with Microsoft. I'm working with Howard Phillips as the gameplay guy over there. He was the guy with the bow tie, the Nintendo Game Master, right? Writing-wise, I'm working with Eric Nyland. He's the guy who wrote the Halo novels. And we go back and forth all the time about how the writing's going to play out, how the scripts are going to be, how the universe is going to unfold over the course of the game, and it's just been a phenomenal working relationship.
So this is a very story-driven game. I mean, do you think that like there'll actually be a Halo killer on the Xbox?
Halo's an amazing game. Halo's over here. Gears is over here. So, you know, if Bungie sells a lot of Xbox 360s and we sell a lot of Xbox 360s, we're all happy and we all have great games.
Well, all I know is I'm waiting for next year. Okay, when we come back, we'll catch up with the sweating, swag-toting masses as Brendan Moran competes in the annual Running of the Nerds. Plus, paper fragging has never looked so damn pretty when we get our twitchy hands on Unreal Tournament 2007. It's from the future.
Convention Center parking. It's our free E3 05 live coverage. We're bringing you all the best that E3 2005 has to offer without the weird smell of the attendees. Gentlemen, just a little tip. If you're wearing more than 2 layers of free XXL t-shirts, reconsider. Right now, however, Morgan Webb travels 2 years into the future and slightly to my left to check out Unreal Tournament 2007.
We're in the future right now. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Unstoppable multiplayer franchise Unreal Tournament is ready to launch Flak into the next generation with UT 2007. And epic boss man Mike Katz is here to demo the new game. Welcome, Mike, and please let me know when I can start killing things.
2006, 2007, we'll get there soon.
And
when it's fun. When it's fun.
When it's fun. All right, fine. So let's take us through the demo. Let's see a little bit about what's going on. Load her up there. He's hitting the wrong button. There we go. Now, the first thing you see is it's gorgeous, of course.
Well, it's Unreal Engine 3. How can it not be gorgeous? And on multiple platforms, you name it, right? So this demo starts right after you've seen Malcolm in a museum setting. He jumps right outside the museum. You go, oh my God, it's live, because it is. You know, a couple 100 million polygons here in this scene. UT 2007, just like UT 2004, except so much cool new stuff, you're not going to be able to handle yourself.
And I have to say that your demo at the press conference was amazing. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, we're so proud of that. First live demo ever on the Sony PlayStation 3. It's a great platform. They're all great platforms. We love them all equally, all my children equally.
There was that great aha moment when you actually saw that it was being rendered in real time.
Oh, it was absolutely crucial. Just pick up the controllers. And you heard the moment. Oh, it was wonderful.
So tell us a little bit about what we're seeing here.
Okay, so he's driving the new Scorpion. Of course, it's got the blades, just like you remember before. Even better physics. You can carry guys around on the blades. Absolutely sick stuff. It's a mature title, kids. We've added a couple new features as well. Mar's going to show off a boost. And it's also got an ejection feature, which he'll show you in just a second to take out this barricade. So Onslaught is just like you remember, except all sorts of new tactical elements on top of it, RTS elements, cooler vehicles, cooler guns. That's what we do.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the new vehicles.
Well, we've got the vehicles from UT 2004. If you want to play old school, we always support that. So you can play classic if you'd like to. But we've also got a whole new set of vehicles, the Necros vehicles. So darker, stranger kind of stuff. We're not showing that yet, but I think you're going to be really impressed.
And so they're not going to be anything like the vehicles that we're used to at all?
Not at all. Those are sort of more military set, and this other stuff is going to be the Necros who are attacking the Axon Research Corp.
Okay, so what can you tell us about the engine?
Oh man, it's the best engine ever. We're selling it very cheaply. Well, no, not really. You know, graphics upgrade, of course. We're paying attention to all the new consoles. We're just so excited to get it out there. We've been playing with this stuff for 2 years, and it's great to see everybody's faces and say, yeah, this is real, it's live, it's real time, this is the game.
Well, it is a beautiful engine, and I see it's doing pretty well for you on so many other different games. Pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the show's been great for us. We've got Lost Odyssey showing. We've got Huxley showing. Of course, Gears of War you just saw. Just some great stuff. Thanks.
And tell me a little bit about the new weapons.
Well, let's see. The rocket launcher, the flat cannon, those will stay the same.
Okay, good. Because
yeah, we've got to keep the hardcore stuff just right.
Yes.
For people like you.
Thank you. We'd be very upset if we got the game and where's the flat cannon?
Yeah, we have to have Instagem. We have to have a flat cannon or people will kill us, right? But we'll have some new stuff in there, too. We're always trying to innovate.
Yeah. Why did you show it at the PlayStation 3 press conference? What was so special about that?
It was the PlayStation 3 press conference. What am I missing? That was real exciting for us to be involved in both, right? We had Gears of War at the 360 one as well. So.
And were you pretty excited about the specs on the PlayStation 3?
Oh, absolutely. I love all the little holes. I'm a geek, right? So I've got a spot for CF and SD and a little memory card. I love all that stuff. But I'm going to have both, right? I have to buy both.
Yeah. Well, we all do. Like us as the gamers and the game journalists, we have to buy both. That doesn't really say anything.
It's the hard part about the job, really. I mean, you have to play all the games and play on all the consoles.
Yeah. So I see that this demo's over, so he's gonna reset it for us again. I understand that the demo you brought is
just about 2 minutes.
Tragically short. I know it's a work in progress.
Oh my God.
I know it's
2007. Did you not see the title?
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about Onslaught.
About Onslaught. Well, as usual, our plan is to not mess it up. We start with that, and we make sure if you want to play Onslaught with the old vehicles, you can. But we're getting a lot bigger. We've added seamless technology to the engine, and that means that you can have lots and lots of maps together and have a moving battlefront across those.
Okay.
To be able to capture a bunker, that sort of more battlefieldy in space kind of feel, or you can play old school Onslaught just going to nodes. That's what makes Onslaught great, right, is that you can go onto a giant map with 64 people, but they're always concentrated in the places that matter. We make you have fun. That's our job.
Onslaught was the mode that people went back to again and again and again. It was the one that I always ended up going to. Now, I want to know about the bot AI and the voice commands. Now, I know you guys have used the technology to really advance this as well. What can we expect from
Well, the
Unreal?
lead designer of the game is Steve Polge, and he was the guy who worked on the AI for all the Unreal games. And so now he gets to do whatever he wants in the AI department. So we're starting with 2004 and adding all sorts of new stuff. Bots are going to communicate to you intelligently. They're not going to say, we're in trouble. It's going to be, there's trouble on the second floor of the third building on the left near the onslaught node.
Really?
Just rip it all out real time. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. You can say, hit this node and just say it all on live on a microphone like this, and you're all set.
So are you going to be able to communicate with your bots?
Absolutely.
Like that, the same way?
We want the online experience and the offline experience to be the same. Surprising number of people never go online with UT because I guess they don't know it has multiplayer.
Okay.
And so they play bots, and we want them to have a great time.
Yes. Yes. Now tell me a little bit about the new online features that you're going to offer.
Well, something that hurt us a little bit is watching the Unreal Championship 2 community. They've got all these cool features, finding friends, clans, and all that stuff, and we don't have that on the PC, and we think of ourselves as the premier deathmatch game, right?
Yes.
So for us, it's all going to be all about making sure that you've got that sort of new experience online, and that you can play UT, find some people, have fun, start a clan, website in the game, everything right there.
Awesome. Well, we cannot wait, and I need to...
You're going to have to.
No. Man. I need to watch things die in aesthetically pleasing ways. I can't wait. Now, our sponsors need to sell you stuff, and Kevin Pereira needs to say a few things about the rest of today's show.
That's right. It's me time. Thank you, Morgan Webb. Charming angel of death and fellow co-host. Now, if you're considering moving away from the television, stop, because you could totally blow out your aorta with that kind of strenuous activity. Nobody would want that. Plus, coming up, we have Ultimate Spider-Man Quake 4 and the 2005 Running of the Nerds. Trust me, it's not... how do you say it? Pretty.
Hallelujah! It's raining nerds at E305 Live, and a few of my fellow geeks are as dangerous as the wild fanboys who thunder through halls of E3 every year looking for free swag. So this morning we sent roving reporters Brendan Miranda and John Walsh to tempt death when the gates of E3 opened. Here's a look at the annual event we call the Running of the Nerds.
Welcome to the 2005 Running of the Nerds. There's some feisty nerds this year.
Come on, let's do this. Come on. This is it. This is it. Go.
And our runners are almost ready to go.
All right. The thing about this year is there's so many nerds, and they're just a lot bigger than they were previous years. I mean, they're massive. Not you.
You go down hard. But that's why we do it, man. Just live on the edge. If you're not on the edge, you're taking up too much damn room.
Let's take a look at the course. They'll be starting at the main entrance and ending up at the Microsoft booth. They're running in the South Hall this year. Safety concerns forced a change from the West Hall after last year's tragic pileup that claimed 12 lives. After a short sprint past the EA, the runners will be making a hard left and then trying not to get caught up in traffic at Vivendi Universal Games. Then, it's a mad dash between the NC Soft and Activision booths, but they're going to have to slow up to make the right-hand turn into the home stretch. It's going to be exciting, folks, especially with a pack of nerds hot on their trail. Let's check out the action at the starting line.
Go.
And there they go! Off to a fast start. They're making the first crucial turn.
Come on, Super Gamer!
One of the runners seems to be taunting the nerds. I don't think that's a good idea. You don't want to get in the way of one of those 300-pounders. Down the straightaway. One runner just barely getting away in time.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but I've never felt more alive.
How's my sash look? Yeah? Okay.
And here they come around the last turn. Oh, one of the runners is down, and the other goes back to help him. It's just too dangerous.
Okay. I regret nothing.
He's going to finish alone.
Yeah, it's a shame to lose him like that. He was a good friend. He was a little slow, but he was a good friend. Yeah, doing something like this, you just got to appreciate how special life is. You got to appreciate every moment of every day. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta play this video game.
Let's have a solemn moment of silence. Oh, who cares? Because coming up, we have Tony Hawk and more big games.
It's a shame I hate simulation racing games because that looks gorgeous.
Yes, and this is one of the ones that we believe is actually real.
Yes.
Just because of the nature of some of the stuff in the audience, it seems to imply that
Absolutely.
it
Well,
wasn't all rendered.
even if you look at Gran Turismo on the PS2, it looks amazing. At times photorealistic anyway. So for the PS3,
this is definitely
it looked totally believable.
A step in the good direction.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it, especially because I believe.
seeing other people play it because Gran Turismo keeps my ass up and down.
Wait, will you give it another shot when it's online, or will you just save yourself the embarrassment of losing to everybody?
If I'm going to do a driving game, I want to do that other one that seems a little bit sillier, the one with like the mud carts and the cars and the crashes and the boom.
If they get that one anywhere close to what that pre-rendered stuff looked like, then I'm excited.
Yes. Yeah, it could be just a couple steps down, I'd still be wetting my pants.
Absolutely.
I wet my pants all the time.
You do. You really should stop that,
I know.
actually. All right, right now we're swimming in a sea of gamers, but what about the comic book nerds? I mean, are you feeling neglected? Oh, well, stop it, you big baby, because quite frankly, no one wants to see a grown man in Spider-Man underoos cry. Now, Activision has some Marvel Comics goodies for you. Oh, and maybe a little Quake 4 too. Yeah. Cheats. Kristen Holt has more info than you could shake a near-mint X-Men #1 app.
Okay, from mutants to Spidey to Space Marines, Activision has it all. So let's go inside the booth and check it out. Marvel's team of extraordinary mutants, the X-Men, are back and have to join forces with their arch enemies, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and X-Men Legends 2, Rise of Apocalypse, to fight Apocalypse, a villain planning on enslaving Earth. Woo! Like we haven't heard that one before. X-Men Legends 2 boasts an impressive roster of 16 playable mutants. The game features a 4-player co-op online mode that developer Raven has streamlined to keep the action frenzied and the character micromanaging to a minimum. Comics lover will be climbing the walls over Ultimate Spider-Man. The game's graphics and story have been ripped directly from the pages of the Brian Michael Bendis Ultimate series, but the big news is that the fanboy favorite Venom is a playable character for about half the game. From superheroes to superstars, Lionhead Studios is showing off their new live simulation, the movie. The game enables players to build their own movie studio and play through over 100 years of movie making. You can take advantage of the 40 different sets and hundreds of props and effects that you can add to customize over 8,000 scenes. Finally, we have a chance to remake the Star Wars prequels the way they were meant to be. Put away your flashlight and say goodbye to the Hellspawn. It's time to take on some aliens in Quake 4. The story continues from Quake 2, and now the humans are attacking the Strahd planet. Okay, if killing aliens isn't your thing, then let's go kill some Nazis. Call of Duty 2 features brand new proprietary technology with amazing AI and graphics. The action takes place across Europe, and non-linear level design allows you multiple ways of completing objectives. And here's a first. Your team is actually a major asset with the new chatter system that enables non-player characters to actually give you useful information and directions while in the field. Tony Hawk is back, and this time he brought his bike. For the first time ever, Tony Hawk's American Wasteland gives players freedom to explore and complete missions in an enormous world. Your fully customizable characters bike and skate through an impressive seamless version of Los Angeles. All right, Neversoft's new game is here, and it's called Gun. They're being very secretive about this game, so I decided to do some reconnaissance work and go find out what people know. All right, you look like you know what's going on here. What do you know about this game?
It's called Gun.
Okay, they're being very secretive about this game. What do you know about it?
It involves weapons.
Involves weapons. Thank you. Anything you know?
Guns, lots of them. That's really it.
Guns? How about-
There's going to be a lot of shooting.
Yes, there's going to be a lot of shooting.
It has a succinct title.
These guys know everything. You're amazing. Surely the gun girls will be able to tell me something about this game. Hey girls, what's up? What can you tell me about this game? We're all dying to know.
We're not revealing anything. Yeah, you gotta watch the trailer.
We have to watch
Name's Gun though, that's all.
Its name's Gun. All right, well, I was unable to find out too much about Gun, but Activision is showing a new teaser trailer. Oh, and of course it features guns. All right, that's it for Activision. Pretty exciting, huh? Now I gotta go, because I'm gonna go find those military boys. I love a man in uniform.
Wow, incredible stuff.
I mean, Activision, I mean, they're getting pretty close to EA in just the number of games and the number of quality games. I think
That's
they
the
might be
thing.
surpassing EA in that regard.
Anybody can push out a ton of titles, but I'm truly excited for Quake 4 and the movies. And
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned at how much the movies might underdeliver, not because I think it's going to, but because it just promises so much. It's
Well,
like
it's Peter Molyneux.
Well,
I mean, it's, you know, we have to, I mean, I wanted Black and White to be what he said, and it was a little bit less. Same
well,
with Fable.
I was watching them demo it on the floor, and it's like they built the Botox room and then dropped the actress in there to get a little work done, and then they took her over to PR, and I'm like, wait a minute. I thought the game was about making movies, but there's so much more behind it.
Yeah, and hopefully they have a lot of hair work in there. Why am I doing that?
Well, no, they need it.
Yes, they do. Now, Activision, the other stuff, the Spider-Man decision, I think was a really good one.
Really?
I think that, you know, when you have some of the more animated, you know, look to it, it overemphasizes, you know, I think it takes it away from reality, which is important because while the Spider-Man game was fun for all the swinging, it sort of had this dead quality when it came to what was actually happening on the streets. This kind of gives it just pop all the time just because of the colors and, of course, the black outlines.
See, aside from going cell shading, which I'll probably debate you on whether or not that's a good idea, I think it is a great idea. No, I don't care to. I could. I think it's a great idea that you can play Venom. I wonder, like, does this stem from Halo 2 and the fact that you can take over the, you know, the Covenant role? Because I want to know, did they start this trend, or was this in development before?
You know, it's an interesting trend. Obviously, since we know who Venom is, it's really exciting to play him.
Right.
Though I find that this trend of having you play your enemy is not one I'm terribly fond of because, you know, when you get excited about playing a game, you want to play it based upon the experience you've imagined having.
See, I enjoy it. Just like during the discussions, I like playing the bad guy.
Look at that. Kevin and I agree on so much. Put your hand on the remote and you'll draw back a bloody stump. Or maybe not. But do you really want to find out? Either way, when you come back, Tony Hawk is here with American Wasteland. Yes, another game from Mr. Hawk. Like you need more money, Tony.
Actually managed to sneak into the PS3 demo.
Oh, nice. Now, were you impressed? Were you blown away?
Yeah, both. All of the above. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty amazing.
Pretty shiny things in your set?
Yeah, just, you know, seeing the kind of, I don't know, just seeing the kind of motion they can do and the rendering and there was a boxing thing that actually
Fight Night
scared me.
demo.
Like, yeah, I mean, I didn't want to play the game because it was too scary. It was like I was really boxing someone.
I think in the next gen, you know, skateboarding games, when you hit the sack on the rail, you're really going to see it on the guy's face, and I think that's going to be amazing.
That's our goal.
Yeah,
that'll be our goal for it. Yeah.
So now you were outside doing a little bit of a demo earlier today.
Yeah, we did something right when the show opened, and we're gonna do something right when the show closes. So anyone walking out, they can see us right across the street.
What is that something, Tony?
We're doing a big, we're doing a demo. We're promoting American Wasteland, and we're gonna have Alkaline Trio and the Bled play, and we're excited. It's fun.
Very nice, very nice. Now you retired from competitions. Is that correct?
Yeah, I haven't competed in about 5 years.
Now, you miss it?
No, you know, I did it for about 20,
Yeah.
and I'm tired
More
of
than
it.
enough.
Yeah, enough pressure, and also it gives me more freedom to do lots of exhibitions and
Right.
tours and things that I wanted to do when I was following the competition schedule.
And you get to moonlight as a game designer as well, which is nice, right?
Yeah, I can't complain about that.
Tell me about it. Another game coming out.
Yeah, well, American Wasteland, you know, it's a departure for us, so we gave it a new title, and it's basically all takes place in LA, the epicenter of skating's roots, and it's LA as one giant level. So there's no load time between different areas. You know what I mean? You can skate from East LA to Santa Monica and explore everything in between, and it's really good.
Very nice. Now, there's some other major departures as well. Like you're going back to classic mode, like you've done that before, but classic mode is all new levels, all new experiences, from what I hear.
Yeah, well, you know, we like to explore the levels from previous games with all the new technology that we have. So that's an exciting fact for the diehard game, the diehard fans of.
There's
of
like
our
3
game.
fans down there right now going, yeah, classic
For our
mode."
3 fans and the media audience, you know, they're going to be excited about it.
Very nice.
But also we've got like legendary skater Tony Alva, you know, the new hot.
And some of his moves in there too, as well, right?
Yeah, you know, it's like the surf. It's very much Dogtown era in terms of some of the new moves we created in there.
So tell me about some of the player options, because you know the creative skater is always huge. But now, well, first of all, what's the story? Let's start there, because you pick your character to go along with the story. But what is the tale behind this?
Well, the tale is very much based in the history of skating, in in the 70s, and some legendary figures like Tony Alva's in the game. You know, you've got to sort of, I can't give it too much away, but basically you're uncovering a Valhalla skating facility.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice. And it's something about teen angst and growing up and casting away your home.
Well, yeah, always. I mean, that goes hand in hand with skating, right?
Very nice. Now the rumors are I've heard some rumors you'll be able to pedal in this game.
Yeah,
some spokes and some
we
cards
added
and wheel?
we added a bike in there, and we actually added some new technology to the bike. You know, it's not just like the regular controls that people are used to, and so we made it a little more challenging, but much more real. And Rick Thorne will be in there, who's one of my favorite BMXers.
Very nice, very nice. Now, what's the future for the franchise? Because if you add anything more, it's going to be Grand Theft Auto. I mean, you're going to be able to take over everything. What would you like to see?
Honestly, the future is dictated by the new technology. So as the new consoles come out, we'll rise to the occasion and make new challenges and make it that much more visually exciting and that much more challenging. So, you know, with Xbox 360, we're finally on Xbox Live.
Yes.
And then we got the PS3 coming out. That just allows us to do that much more with our game.
Can you promise me and the viewers the painful beanbag reactions when they get nailed?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Let's put it this way. In the new consoles, you definitely won't want to get racked on a rail.
Exactly. Tony, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Coming up, you want some next gen, my Padawan learner? Oh, we've got next gen, and we've demoed Full Auto Plus. We get our sweaty little hands on the Xbox 360 when Microsoft's Jay Allard pops in for a visit. Jay, I look forward to caressing your box. Yes, starting June 10th, Happy Tree Friends will start airing on Attack of the Show. So now you can get your tech news and your cool websites while watching cute little animals vivisect each other.
And they're so cute with the impaling, too.
Oh, I know, aren't they?
I know.
Hey, you know what's interesting? We're actually hitting our second hour of E3 05 Live.
Yep, all week long we have live coverage of the Electronic Entertainment Expo, and you know, that's it. 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. You should know that if you're watching us right now.
And in the next hour, we have the Xbox 360 here on our stage, unless, of course, it's still in makeup. Man, that thing became a diva pretty quickly, didn't it?
Yeah, well, actually, it's upset because, you know, Jay Allard wore the whole sweatshirt, sport coat combo that it was going to wear today, so it's changing.
I see.
And after we're done fondling the 360, Kevin and Morgan are going to get behind the wheel of Full Auto and try to fracture as many vehicular laws as humanly possible.
Plus, new games, audience favorites, and a look at Killing Day, the PS3 game that simply blew people away at Sony's press conference. All that coming up next.
Welcome back, E305 Live. It's right here where you left us, straddling the thin line between calm, objective reporting and frenzied gaming hysteria. And speaking of gaming hysteria, we've heard about it, we read about it, we glimpsed it sandwiched between music videos and TRL plugs, and now we want to touch it. But first, the Xbox did have a face, and according to some leaked concept photos we found online, it was supposed to. It would probably look a hell of a lot like Jay Allard. He brought us the original Xbox, and now he's ready to show us Generation 2. Welcome, Jay.
Hey, Adam.
This is it.
This is the new baby. Xbox 360, baby.
So this is the standard way. It's this faceplate right here that can actually be changed in different ways.
You can take the face off right here on the side, personalize it, style it, make it your own.
Now, how would one do that? Do you sort of send in a picture that you want on it, or how does that happen?
We've got secrets. We've got secrets. You'll see some
Microsoft
stuff
has
at
secrets,
retail.
really?
You'll see some stuff on eBay. You'll see some stuff.
Okay, well, let's get to the heart of it. What's inside of it? We didn't hear much in the way of the specs. I think Bill Gates actually kind of rattled them off very quickly.
It's a monster inside, man.
There's a monster inside. I mean, are there any numbers?
Big numbers. Let's see. IBM PowerPC, 3 cores, running at 3.2 gigahertz apiece, 512 meg of RAM, so plenty of memory there for some big graphics, and a honking graphics part from ATI. ATI is doing this really, really great custom graphics part for us with 10 megabytes of embedded DRAM that's going to let programmers just do amazing things with graphics.
Now, let's just say, obviously we heard what the specs were for the PS3. How in your mind does that compare to it? I mean, where if you had to put them together, what was your take on this?
It doesn't really matter in one regard. I mean, both companies are focused on building highly custom hardware to take gaming to the next level. We're rounding it out, though. We're going further than the hardware. We're adding software and services. You know, we're the only guys with live, and we're giving the game developers the tools to unlock the power of that hardware. So I think we're going to be in pretty good shape this holiday.
Okay, so let's just say that obviously it's the games that are going to be selling the system.
That's what matters.
Now, there has been some stuff swirling around. There was some reactions to Perfect Dark Zero back on the MTV special, and Perfect Dark isn't on the floor. What can you explain with that? Is there something wrong with the game?
Well, you know, here's the thing, and you guys know this all too well in G4. It's impossible to show a great interactive experience without the interactivity. And I played PDZ. Perfect Dark Zero is an amazing game. And so it kind of got its day in the sun with MTV, and now we're turning our attention to a couple other games this week at E3.
Okay, but I mean, but there really wasn't that much Perfect Dark Zero footage that was on the show.
It's not about the footage. I mean, the MTV guys wanted to show the competition, the fun with it, but the intensity of PDZ, the gameplay balance is really, really good. And, you know, a lot of people say, well, is there something wrong with the game? I'll remind you, E3 2001, there's a small title called Halo.
Right.
And people said, it's a disaster, it's no fun, the controls, first-person shooters, and, you know, Halo turned out all right.
Now, but once again,
didn't it? Halo turned out all right.
Halo was a great game. No, you're completely right. Halo was a great game. Okay, but let's go back. Why did that happen to Halo? Is that the same thing? Why was Halo also kind of choppy back then? And why was this happening with maybe some of the other games that are on display?
It's a simple answer. Game designers don't design for E3.
Oh, okay.
They design for final product. And so here we are in May when all the games are ramping up to get finished up for the holiday season. Same thing with Halo. Halo is jamming for a final street date, and we showed what we could in May, and that's where we are. We're showing everything that we can in May, get gamers pumped up, but we're letting the game development teams really focus on what matters, which is that end game and delivering awesome experiences this holiday.
Now, what can you say, because I have seen a few things. Obviously, I've seen Gears of War, which is quite impressive, and there's other stuff there. There is Full Auto and there's Condemned, which have really struck me. But, you know, there are many people that are seeing the games, and they're not seeing what they consider to be a big difference between what Xbox is showing, especially right now when it's really at the top of its game, to what they're seeing right now with these first-generation games for Xbox 360. So what could you sort of convey to them to sort of alleviate that anxiety that they don't know, you know, they don't see what the big jump is?
Well, we're not showing a bunch of things yet. We're not showing live, for example, on any of these. And a fundamental aspect of all these game experiences is going to be the connected part. And so while all these games are written to enjoy live, we're not demonstrating them on live yet. So that's one big component. And the other thing is the last 3 or 4 months of game production is really where the magic happens. And so you've seen some games starting to turn the corner right now at E3, but the rest of the games are going to turn the corner quick. And we're going to have a killer launch lineup just like we did with Xbox.
Okay, actually, this is a very interesting topic. Now, when you go through the development, obviously you're not developing a game yourself, but you are obviously watching a lot of what's happening, especially at Microsoft. Yep. What is the process? What are the next steps for these games that we're seeing on the show floor right now?
Well, the big next step for us, we're still running on alpha kits. So what we're showing at the booth right now at E3 is a fraction of the final hardware performance. So the next step is to get it all running on real hardware, which is called beta kits. And from there, they just tune, make the games look great, and get them ready for the holiday season, get the gameplay balance right.
So should they be having the beta kits soon? So, you know, obviously we're looking around Thanksgiving. All right,
around the corner.
All right, let's go back to this. Let's hold up the controller here. And if you can walk us through, is there anything sort of different in the functionality of it?
Well, the biggest difference is that it's wireless, no cord. So we designed the Xbox 360 controller wireless out of the gate.
Let's hold this up there. There we go. Oh, there it is. There it is. Take that shot. Ah, look, it's my hand and your hand together. Okay, so I mean, obviously it is wireless. Now we have the 2 triggers up here. Is there anything else that's that the gamers go like, okay, hold on, that's different?
Well, we moved black and white up here and created 2 triggers on the shoulder. Great for racing games, great for shooting games. The other thing we did was we added the Xbox 360 button. You push this button and you can find your friends no matter where they are. You can play your own custom soundtrack in any game this time around. And you can also do a whole bunch of new things that we're just starting to show the surface of this week at E3. But this is kind of a gateway into the software experience on Xbox Live. The other thing it'll do is it'll light up and tell you which gamer you are.
Right.
So if you're player 2, this corner will light up. That'll be the quadrant that you take in the screen when we do 4-way split screen. And that's the quadrant that'll glow right here on the Xbox when a game invite comes in for you, if anybody wants to play with you.
Now, where's the power button on this?
Power button's right there.
And that'll turn it on.
Press that. That'll
That's
turn
the
on
only
Xbox
energy
360.
the only exercise I ever get during the day is walking over to things and hitting the power button. Anyway, about the games, what is your favorite game?
Favorite game right now? I don't know. I'm a racing nut, so I'm pretty excited because we got Project Gotham Racing 3 coming.
Okay.
The new Need for Speed from Electronic Arts, which looks pretty good. And then there's this other game called Full Auto, which I have very high hopes for.
Now,
very
Gears
high
of War,
expectations.
obviously, we were showing that earlier. That is one amazing-looking game.
It scares me.
Yeah.
Well, Cliffy scares me. The game scares me a little bit more even. It's a heck of a game. Those guys have been doing unbelievable work. And I think that the graphics is what's going to grab everybody's attention initially. And it's a different look to the game, and it's a great step forward from where they've been with Unreal historically. I think the environments are just stunning. But really, the gameplay mechanics that they're introducing are the things that have me jazzed up.
Also, in terms of just some of the other games out there, how many are we going to have at the launch? What are you really trying to target?
Quality over quantity.
Okay.
Basically the same kind of target we had in Xbox, where we really want to have 3 or 4 really big games. Probably 15 or so on the first day, that kind of number.
Right.
Maybe 40 by the end of the year.
And will Perfect Dark Zero be one of those games?
We'll see.
We'll see.
It's going like gangbusters right now. The team's really heads down. The gameplay is great, but we're not going to ship it before it's ready. Just, that's what we said with Halo. We always had a lot of pressure. Are you going to ship Halo? Are you going to ship Halo? We're going to ship it when it's done, and when it's done, it's guaranteed fun, and it's guaranteed success.
All right, it's an exciting and a stressful time. There's no question. If anyone can handle it, it is Jay Allard. Okay, last time we caught up with him, Peter Molyneux was telling us how Fable was going to change the role-playing game forever. But we'll find out exactly what he got planned for the next-gen consoles when E305 Live returns from a much-needed timeout. Plus, we'll have a first-hand demo of Full Auto, a game that lets you, get this, experience what it's like to drive a car. Man, this next-gen stuff is bananas. Giant TV Robots told you this is E305 Live, bringing you 2 hours of daily E3 coverage right here on G4 TV. We're in the lobby of the Los Angeles Convention Center. Come by and say hi, but do it one at a time. We're already on the Fire Marshal's watch list. Now, here's 2 people who think driving games should qualify as road trips. Morgan Webb and Kevin Pereira.
They totally should. They totally should. All right. Now, a game console without cool games is a useless dust collector, like your treadmill or that orange juicer or Adam's head. Now, Cord Smith of Pseudo Interactive is here to reassure us that Full Auto from Sega Games will be just the thing to get your Xbox 360 to stop sucking it in and start doing something useful. Cord, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Pleasure to be here.
Before we get to the Full Auto, which everybody at home wants to see, and we promise we'll get there in a second, we just had Jay Allard up here. And I've heard a little rumor about a bet going on between you guys. Care to tell us about that?
Small bet, yeah.
What is the bet?
GDC Cord? This year, we made a bet for a bottle of Dom Perignon between Project Gotham 3 and Full Auto that one of those 2 titles would take home a racing game show at this year's E3.
And I'm gonna go out on a limb and think that you're pulling for Full Auto.
I am.
Good,
surprisingly,
good.
yes.
And just in case, and from what I've seen, that's a safe bet. But just in case, go with the Cooks. He won't know the difference.
Gotcha.
It's like $5. You can get it in a box.
No worries.
So tell us about the Full Auto. This is it's a hardcore racing sim.
No, not at all. It's an arcade racer. It's,
yes, that's what I love.
What we like to call the most destructive racing game ever.
All right. Now, what makes it the most destructive racing game ever, Cord?
Oh my God. Well, for one thing, all the cars have these giant weapons mounted on them.
That would help.
That helps.
That would help.
In addition to that, the entire world is physicalized, so anything you see can be destroyed. Break it apart, blow it apart, crash through it.
Yeah, some developers will use every ounce of hardware of the 360 to make one really high-res car that looks nice and shiny. But you guys are kind of spreading the power out, correct me if I'm wrong, but to make the whole world shiny and destructible?
Well, there's value in a pretty picture, right? But we're trying to use every ounce of the hardware. We want interactivity. That's our whole thing. Interactivity and fun. So yeah, break it apart. Of course, it's going to look good. It's next gen.
Now, is there a story here, or do we even need one? I mean,
there's somewhat of a story. I mean, you're like kind of a washed-up race car driver who never saw the fame you wanted. These people pull you in through normal races. Suddenly, you're involved in this event, and they've got these giant weapons mounted to the car, and they're really taking it to you. And you basically have to drive to survive.
And we're seeing it right now. I gotta commend you guys for not only bringing it on the show, but allowing Morgan to play it live.
Hey. Morgan is doing really well. She should unwreck right there. Really.
Yeah, you know, why don't you tell us about some of the features? Like, can we step through a couple of these?
Sure. I mean, besides the destruction and the weapons and all that, one of our core features is unwreck, which allows you to kind of turn back time, correct mistakes. I mean, if you botch a turn, go back. If you get killed, go back. If you miss with your missiles, you know, go back at any time.
It's like you got the Prince of Persia riding Shoddy, and he's got the sands, and he's rewinding it for you.
Precisely. I don't know why no one has done this yet with racing, because it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it's the most frustrating thing in the world. You turn a corner, you slam into a wall, you have to either restart, but here you rewind
No
it.
restarts.
Now, how
Never
do you
again.
earn the rewind, or do you have unlimited? I mean,
by destroying things. How else? Yeah,
Nice.
Take out your opponents, take out the world. You earn incremental seconds of unwreck time.
Now, you can't have a driving game these days without some NOS. So tell me there's nitro. Tell me there's a speed boost.
Oh yeah, huge boost. You earn boost by doing stunts. Of course, you know, you take a jump, you power slide, all that, you're gonna earn boost. You destroy things, you earn unwreck. You keep track of those two resources, you're golden.
So we've got machine guns, we've got missiles, we've got stunts, we've got rewind features, and all this on top of an actual racing game, right?
Oh yeah. It's a racing game first and foremost, definitely.
Now, are there laps? Are there checkpoints? What's the deal?
We have circuits and point-to-points, all that stuff. I mean, really, you want to come in first, right? If you come in fourth or worse, they eliminate you, literally. But in
I'm
addition
just
to
having
that,
fun with the destroying of everything.
that's the other point. If you don't destroy enough, then you don't get the highest level of merit. So you not only have to come in first, but you also have to take out enough people and blow up the world.
Now let me see. I've spent a little time with it, but I'm curious, Morgan, how's it controlling for you? You enjoy it?
It's so arcade. It's so great. If you hit the X button, you kind of hit the E brake, and you can slide out a little bit. I think that's a great feature. My favorite part is the machine guns and the missiles, of course. I mean, but we know whatever. You can also control your cursor a little bit with the other analog stick, which is cool. But that's an advanced feature.
Very
that
nice.
I'm still working on.
So tell me, are you focusing more on the racing, or are you just wanton destruction of the enemies?
I don't really know who I'm racing right now. I'm mostly destroying, and it's a great time.
Yeah,
My
looks
car's
like
not built like this, but that's.
It's a destructive Sunday drive. It looks that way.
I just died.
So now, Cord, with all the destructible environments and the stunts and branching paths and this and the other, is it straight A to B racing, or are there different paths you can take? Are there shortcuts? Are you
No, right here. Actually, Morgan's close to a parkade that you can actually jump through, and sometimes you make it through the second floor, the third floor, sometimes the rooftop. A lot of times you don't make it and you blow up, but hey, you've got cool unwreck feature to pull back in time and try it again.
Yeah, so there's no reason to be afraid about taking a shortcut.
No, that's the other thing. I mean, do the dumbest thing you can think of. Like literally, go full speed at a giant building, firing your missiles like crazy. Enjoy the spectacle, and then go back and do it the right way. You know, it's beautiful. It's great gaming.
So now tell me, developing on the 360, do you feel it's a next-gen console? Because I'm looking at this game, and it looks next-gen to me.
Yeah, by far. I mean, we're running right now on about a quarter of the power of the final hardware, and we're running 30 frames and just crazy amount of interactivity. It's been a pleasure dealing with 360.
I'd love to put you on the line if I can, because we're live, and you can't shy away behind a PR person.
Right on.
Are we going to get 60 frames a second, Cord? Will
Locked.
we get that?
Unbelievably. Yeah. Oh, quarter power.
You just said the L word. I want to explain that to the folks at home. You said locked, which means solid 60 frames. You're
no
expecting
dips. No dips. In fact, we hope to go above 60, so the only dip would come down near 60. I mean, how do you have a racing game that isn't 60 frames per second? I don't think you can do that.
I'm not going to call out any titles, but I'd like to ask the developers of those that. Now, Morgan. Oh, yeah, a little suicide there. What's going on?
If you run into a gas station, apparently you die.
Yeah, but it looks really pretty though, so it's
I guess it was too late to go back. I had already died.
So, Cord, are we going to see this as a launch title? Because to me, this is a system seller. This is enough fun to be that.
I'd like to say launch window to be official. We're still waiting to see.
Anytime it comes out for next year or so.
You know, I don't want to say we'll
Windows,
ship it when it's perfect or ship it when it's done, because that's kind of a tagline we're not going to use. But we're hoping for very early in the launch window, because we do feel that there's huge potential behind this, and we wanted to deliver something that anybody who has any console will be interested in playing.
And now, I don't have any friends, but I'm hoping to either make or buy some. Any sort of multiplayer or online features with this game here?
Well, I think you should definitely buy them. They're more trustworthy. But
yes, absolutely.
Definitely 4-player split screen, as well as 8-player online. That's our goal. That's what we're shooting
like
for.
To hear.
And the live experience is huge with this. I mean, as much fun as it is to go through single player, I mean, it's really mano-a-mano. That's choice.
Cord, thank you so much for stopping by and showing us Full Auto. Again, folks, live demo on the 360. Doesn't get any better than that. Now, I'd better check in with Adam before he gets into another slap fight with a Nintendo fanboy. Because seriously, guys, Kirby has his good points too, Adam. Take it down a notch.
Yes, he does. So I have to say, my favorite quote right now is Morgan going, "Oh, if you run into a gas station, you die." Okay, that's a life lesson to learn from a video game right there. So So if you're thinking, sure, this Kevin Morgan and Adam banter is fine and all, but I'm a huge fan of G4 TV's Jeff Keighley and IGN.com's editorial director, Tal Blevins. Well, you're in luck. They'll be coming around shortly. Plus, Fable storyteller Peter Molyneux unveils his next venture and naturally makes some grand pronouncements. All this when E305 Live feels it's safe to return. That's what's like if you're down in our booth, which some people are. They go, oh, you want to do that? Woo! Remember the days of Arsenio?
It was fun until you
Do you
started
remember
doing
the days of
it.
Arsenio?
It was fun until you started
like
doing
a zygote?
I was actually a fetus.
All right, anyway, welcome back to E305 Live. This is the only way you could get more of this. There's no other way you can get more E3 coverage. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Well, no, if I personally watch you through it while it's at your house, that's one way. But trust me, in that kind of game, there are no winners.
Definitely
I finally
not.
got that out.
You did.
Isn't that
you
good?
Did. I'm glad you did. There's too much excitement in the air. Don't forget. This is only day one. Oh my God, this is only day one. That means that E3 continues tomorrow and Friday, and so does our live coverage. Tune in daily at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Oh God, be strong, Kevin. Be strong.
How about just try hard?
Okay.
It's probably pretty safe to say that Peter Molyneux likes to play God. The creator of games like Populous and Fable doesn't think small scale. So we can only imagine what it'll do with next-gen hardware at his disposal.
Yes.
Well, we could think about it, or we could just ask him, which we did. And here's what he had to say.
To be a god, to wield the power of good and evil, that is your destiny.
Black and White was enormously successful, released in 2001. We're finishing off just now Black and White 2. We've combined an RTS game with a God game and come up with, I think, something completely new. You can build up a really nice city and then think, you know what, I fancy a bit of war now. Let's go out there and start smashing things up. As you play the game, you're able to change the styles you play, and meaning that it's a completely unique experience.
Now I smell Best Picture.
I left Broadway for this.
It's a game about the movie industry. It's a game where you start a little movie studio off in the dawn of the movie's history and you take it all the way up to the modern day. Now, it's not only looking after that studio, you can create your own stars, you can put yourself in the movies. The coolest thing is while you're playing the game, you can also make movies. Not only can you make your own films to send to family or friends, but you know, I'm hoping that people are going to submit films even to film festivals.
Wait. It's my breath, isn't it?
When we had the opportunity to do Fable on the PC, we could have just said, okay, we'll take Fable and we'll put it on the PC. It's a great role-playing game. But no, instead we had to add a third more content, totally new fighting moves, totally new fighting system. The AI has been completely revamped. The map is a third bigger, the story is a third bigger. We've ironed out some of the wrinkles that we had in Fable on the console, and we've continued to refine it. We'd never really done a console game before, and the first time we did an RPG. And I'm very, very proud of the results. I'm incredibly proud of what we did on Fable. But to say, can it get better? Yeah, of course it can always get better. One of the next generation titles that we're working on at the moment, it's a game that's in prototype, it's not in full production at the moment. What I want to do is give you the feeling that you are replaying your own teenage years and put you in an environment that is pretty incredible and amazing. And I'm not going to say any more than that. I think computer games, and what I'm hoping with games like Black and White and Fable, and even with the movies, and what we're saying is, okay, here's the game, here's the world, you be who you want to be. For me as a gamer, I want to see more of that. Ultimately, for me, I want to be able to be a totally unique gamer in my totally unique world.
Is that a casting director? Oh, you're kidding. I have a headshot.
Well, there's Peter Molyneux. He is amazing at what he does.
Yes. And yet,
it makes me believe in anything.
And yet, he has to apologize on his forums for some of the grandiose talk, which, yes, that's warranted, but at the same time, he still delivers amazing products. I have fun with Black and White. You have fun with Fable.
Yes, I think Fable, for the fact that, yes, it didn't do what he promised, but for even as a simplistic or a more simplistic hack and slash, I thought it was a really fun game to play.
See, the thing was, I would forgive the simple hack and slash if all the extra, curricular stuff had somewhat
somehow
depth to
more
it.
integrated.
But I could go to the booth babes here and go, hey. They're not going to fall in love with me. They're not going to fall in love with me. But in the game, I'm suddenly the hot shot.
Well, there's a fantasy world. I'm trying to believe.
I guess.
Now, in terms of his future games, the movies. I don't know. I want it to work with all his games. I want it to work.
Yes.
So.
When I first heard about the movies, I said people who are into machinima, and I think there's like 3 or 4 guys out there who actually care about that. They are going to fawn over this. And I want to make my own movies. I want to do that in the game.
I think it'd be really cool.
It's how quickly we forget about the fact that it's a sim game as well.
Yes. Okay. Well, remember to go to IGN.com for the whole uncut and uncensored interview. You will not believe the mouth on this guy. Yeah. Not him, but Molyneux. He's like a sailor with Tourette's when he gets going. Speaking of which, we're going to be checking in with IGN.com editorial director Tom Blevins in a little bit. Plus, Ubisoft is scaling skyscrapers and swatting airplanes, and I'll be donning a sheer dress and a blonde wig to find out more.
Com's Laura Foy took her spiky-haired self down to the Ubi booth to find out what they're up to.
I'm here at the Ubisoft booth. They're showing off a lot of great games. More than half of their booth is taken up by the big guy behind me. It's going to be Peter Jackson's King Kong. Now, Peter actually collaborated with Michel Ancel, the guy who brought us Beyond Good and Evil. And they're using a modified version of that engine in this game. They've also taken a lot of assets from the movie and put them into this game as well. Now, it's not playable on the show floor, but I got to go behind the scenes and see it up close and personal, and it looks gorgeous. You go from first person as Jack Driscoll to third person as the big monkey himself. Now, it's not out yet, but it's going to be spreading monkey love across a variety of platforms, and it's coming out with the movie. King Kong isn't the only ammo Ubisoft is loading up its E3 gun with. Check out this jaw-dropper, Killing Day, for the PlayStation 3. Now, not much information has been given, but what we do know is that it's a first-person shooter with spectacular visuals. In fact, let's take a moment to bask in its pre-rendered glory. All right, let's step into the urban jungle with Red Storm Entertainment's Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon 3. Now, the game's coming out on multiple platforms, but obviously the Xbox 360 and the PC are getting amped up next-gen treatment. Now, you play Captain Scott Mitchell. Now, he commands the Ghost to rescue the President of the United States. The whole game unfolds in a virtual Mexico City, and the U.S. Army Special Elite Forces have been dropped in there with you so you can regain control of the city. In Prince of Persia 3, the prince returns home only to find his homeland ravaged by war and his kingdom has turned against him. So since he's been captured, his love, Kylina, really has no choice but to sacrifice herself in order to unleash the sands of time and save him. Now, Prince continues his dark, brooding nature, but unlike the last game, you're going to find a lot more balance between puzzle and action. And finally, I'm here with Matty Rich from Ubisoft. Now, Matty, what was your involvement in 187 Ride or Die?
I'm the creative director for 187 Ride or Die. I wrote and directed the storyline, helped cast the actors, Lorenz Tate, the rapper Gorilla Black, and Noel G.
Very, very cool. Now, tell me a little bit, what can we expect from the gameplay?
The cool gameplay is just a lot of street racing, customized rides, a lot of blasting. It gives you, this game is all high octane, Hollywood, and you get to play the central character, Buck, who portrays the role, Lorenz Tate portrays the role of Buck. This game will be out this summer, 05, so pick that up, cop that in the stores, it's hot.
So this is just a taste of what Ubisoft's showing off this year, and I gotta tell you, the booth looks good. It's no wonder EA's been throwing all that money at them.
There you go. Ubisoft is banking on the expected greatness of Peter Jackson's King Kong movie and the popularity of tactical military games. Of course, they had us at Giant Ape. Now try not to make direct eye contact with Jeff Keighley and IGN's Tal Blevins as they take that as a little bit of a threat.
That's right. Okay, Morgan, well, we are here with my good friend Tal to talk about Ubisoft. So we saw the King Kong stuff, Tal. What did you think of it? It's interesting they blend the first person with the third person action, right?
Well, I have to say, definitely, you know, the show floor was crowded today, was packed. Nothing was more crowded than around that King Kong booth today, since you had to get a special showing of it. From what I saw, you know, I'm really liking the look of the Kong parts themselves. Playing a big monkey, who wouldn't like that? The swing mechanics look awesome. The first person stuff with the spears fighting the dinosaurs. still got a little bit of ways to go on that.
The
but,
T-Rex stuff
looking
is
good.
cool when he sort of breathes on you and the screen shakes. But you know what I love about the con stuff is it feels sort of like Prince of Persia almost, except you know you're a monkey and you're sort of swinging through the vines and stuff. So we'll see. I mean, they're so secretive about that game. I mean, they won't give us any footage. We have to shoot off the jumbotron.
And you really get a sense of like that you really are this huge mammoth thing swinging around the world. I really like the
hopefully it'll be a
scale.
good movie game. And the other big one was you know Ghost Recon 3, which we saw at the Microsoft press conference. It looks really cool what they're doing with sort of some of the explosions and sort of the look and feel of it. I don't think they're showing anything more at the booth than just the video that we saw.
No,
right?
exactly. We're seeing the exact same video that we saw, but I gotta say I'm a huge Ghost Recon fan. Have been since the first one. So Ghost Recon 3 is looking beautiful. I'm waiting to see if it again is all real time. I have high hopes. I think it is. Maybe it's a little touches here and there. But
I think what I heard is that some of the sort of CGI effects of the interface and the little sort of cameras, the interesting is you can actually see what other enemies are doing through the camera view.
Exactly.
I think it looks good, but you know that's also coming to current gen consoles, and that's the other thing that I've noticed today at the show is a lot of games look good on 360, but they also look great on PS2 and Xbox.
Right. Well, again, we're coming to the end of the console cycles. People know what they're doing with the consoles now. They know how to squeeze out all the power they can, and you know I think we're really going to see some of the best games released in in the end of the console cycles.
But you know, Ubi had another big one on PS3 that they showed at the PlayStation press conference, also showing at their booth, Killing Day, which is this bank heist game, and it's a PS3 first-person shooter. Now, for my money, it doesn't quite look as good as that Killzone footage, which just blew us away.
Well, come on, Jeff.
But what
come
else
on.
does?
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. What could? Well, but Killing Day, it looks very John Woo style. You're carrying two guns around. You're going through, shooting everything. Again, I'm wondering if it's real time or not. We haven't had a chance to actually play it, but it looks like looks like it's promising.
Well, I like that Ubisoft is doing something that's kind of that mature, and it feels like feels like an R-rated film. Because I think Ubi in the past is they've gone from Rayman and a lot of sort of very strange, weird French games. Now they've got Ghost Recon, Tom Clancy. I think Killing Day could be a huge game once it finally comes out on PS3.
Well, shooters are super popular, and if you get a shooter that looks that good, I can't see it failing.
So Ubisoft has had a history of some pretty good years here at E3. I mean, a couple of years ago they had Prince of Persia, which blew people away. How does this year, do you think, compare to previous years for Ubisoft?
I think Ubisoft has a really solid lineup this year. We got some old favorites, Prince of Persia. They're showing the next Brother in Arms, Earned in Blood, which looks really good.
I haven't seen that yet, so that does look good on Xbox?
It does look good, and that is current gen systems. That's not next gen yet. I'm still waiting to see some more next gen stuff out of Ubi. I mean, we've seen Ghost Recon 3, we've seen Killing Day, but I want to play them. I want to get my hands on them.
Ubi, I think another thing is there are not a lot of brand new franchises this year, and in the past they've been really good at sort of generating new intellectual properties. This year it feels like another Prince of Persia. You've got King Kong, which is a movie license. You've got more Tom Clancy games, Ghost Recon. No Splinter Cell. Is that a surprise?
Well, definitely. No Splinter Cell is definitely a surprise. I mean, we're always used to coming to E3 and seeing the next Splinter Cell game, so we're wondering where it is.
Maybe next year, Tal. All right, guys. Well, be sure to visit IGN.com for continuous E3 coverage. And as you know, if Ubisoft can't find a way to combine all their games into one where you control an army of giant apes, we could wrap up this E3 and just declare them the hottest game company of the year. So, Morgan, what do you think?
I'm having one thought, but I'm going to keep it to myself. Now, if we promise to keep bringing you fascinating interviews and first-look game footage, do you promise to come back? Okay, what if we stop talking and find out what the audience thinks at E3? Okay, then I think we can arrange that. Of us. Enough of what we think and what games we want to play and who we want to duct tape and secretly stuff in an unmarked bus station locker. It's time to get some fresh opinions. I think Adam and G4TV.com's Tina Wood have just the thing.
Oh my God! Apparently there's a lot of people here, so let's just start with the general question. What do you think of E3? Like that was going to be different.
All right, let's talk hardware. We got Sony, we got Microsoft, we got Nintendo. Who's the front runner right now?
Xbox, amazing games, but pure hardware alone, PlayStation 2, amazing graphics, amazing power. It's just amazing hardware.
Are you guys agreeing?
Okay. While we are obviously talking games, we should also talk skin issues with you, but that's a little bit later. All right. If there's one thing that you could steal from one of these booths and take home and play for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Besides the babes? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, the Xbox, no doubt. I mean,
Xbox 360?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, cool. What's the game on it that really hypes you up?
I got DOA 4. Really impressed me.
All right, DOA 4.
He went right back to the chicks, though. You see that? It went full
there's a
circle.
thread
Full
going
circle.
through that. I like
Let's
that.
talk
I
about
like
major disappointments. Do you have a major disappointment?
Yeah, I was actually disappointed about Nintendo. Definitely, I wanted to see the revolution. I wanted to play it, so they didn't have it. You know.
Yeah.
Are you guys agreeing Nintendo
you
should have
guys
had a
disappointed for Nintendo?
I mean, I had to wait an hour in line for The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, but it blew my socks off. It was amazing.
You had to wait 6 hours. How did that happen, Adam? That's what my question is.
You just chose a very good time. All right, what game really tickled your fancy?
I really like Killzone 2. That awesome,
Okay.
awesome
Do
game.
you think that was the actual game, or was it pre-rendered?
I'm hoping it's the real thing.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping it is.
All right, we are of exactly like
Yeah.
minds.
All right, let's talk game of E3. What is it? What are we looking at?
Man, there's just so many, but the new Zelda game looks really good.
New Zelda game of E3? Yeah. Does anybody disagree?
New Ratchet game rules, hands down. PS3 rules, baby.
No, you disagree.
Gears of War, that's what it was.
Gears of War. There's
Ute Saito's Odama, that's the game right there.
he's got Odama. All right.
Okami?
Okami.
That sounds pretty cool.
All right. Any other disappointments that we're looking at? Any other disappointments? Things we didn't get a chance to see yet at E305. Revolution.
Yeah. Hands on PS3. That would have been nice.
Yeah. No Perfect Dark.
Man, we got mixed opinions.
No
People
Perfect
are
Dark,
happy.
Perfect
People are
Dark.
sad. You know, are people hungry?
Play the lawyer here.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that's about it. We have our things down here. I think we're
think
gonna take it
about
back up to Morgan up there. She's about 10 feet above me.
As when our oppressive alien overlords command us to return, we'll be chatting with Deus Ex designer Warren Spector and using hand signals to plot our escape. But first, here's a look at the Final Fantasy VII tech demo Sony put together for the PS3. It's not technically a game, it's not a trailer, it's just pretty pictures and large swords. Can't that be enough?
Brought to you by
Welcome back to E305 Live. Believe it or not, we're almost to the end of the day, and that's only day one. And the Save Adam Sessler's Cardigan Collection Telethon has already raised a sawbuck and a coupon for Ross's Dress for Less. And I am touched by your outpouring of affection. There are very few people in the gaming industry who merit year-round surveillance. Warren Spector is one of them. He did, after all, create Deus Ex, Thief, System Shock, and work on the Ultima series, and now he's here to help put E305 into perspective for us. Welcome to the show, Warren.
Great to be
Always
here.
a pleasure. So this is one of those rare occasions where you're here to actually sort of look at the show.
Yeah, it's the first time in my entire life I'm not working the show. I just get to walk around and see it like the gamers do, you know?
So obviously, so you've had a chance to also see E3 evolve over time. What have you seen it turn into?
Louder, louder, louder. More intense, more intense, more intense, and lots more polygons.
A lot more polygons. Now, is what you're seeing with some of the next-gen stuff, obviously 360 and a little bit of the PS3, is that getting you excited for maybe future things, Mr. Spector?
You know, the whole next-gen console thing is incredible. I was not expecting it to be as impressive as it is, but that's clear what this show is all about. It's a little scary from a development standpoint, I'll tell you, but the gamers, man, gamers are going to be in hog heaven in a little while.
What's the big thing that you think the next-gen consoles can open up for a developer like you that really does these kind of massive games?
Well, you know, the funny thing is, if you look around at what people are showing publicly, I think it's like, you know, bloom effects is the big thing. People seem to be really overdoing the lighting stuff a little bit, but for us, I mean, big dynamic worlds. I mean, that seems like the big thing that games have been lacking for a while. You know, obviously, characters, we need a lot of work, and that'll help, you know, but I'm all about big interactive worlds now, not just empty worlds full of nothing.
I think right now we're looking at The Darkness. Now, this was a game that really piqued your interest.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to get a feel for gameplay at a show like this. You know, it's pretty much on a graphical level, though. This just pretty much amazed me. I looked at it, and it kind of blew me away, and some of the ways the characters moving around. I'm hoping that implies some cool gameplay.
And of course, this coming from the guys who did Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah, I mean,
so there is some faith there.
Yeah, the Starbreeze guys know what they're doing. I mean, I don't finish a lot of games, but last year Riddick was one of them.
Yeah, so it helped us about 10, 12 hours long.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Now, obviously, two of the most recent games that you did were Deus Ex and Thief 3. Obviously, you're probably moving on to newer and better things, but sort of can we get sort of a reflection on sort of putting maybe a couple of series to rest?
Well, you know, it's kind of sad in a way. I mean, it's good and bad. I mean, at one level, I admit I'm kind of burned out on you know, near future conspiracy kind of stuff. And I love the Thief universe to death, but it'll be nice to build something new. I mean, I want to create new intellectual properties and new games and new worlds for players to explore.
And then I have to believe you are working on something new, right?
Oh yeah, you bet, you bet.
That's what I like to hear. Okay, so let's also, I think there's another game, Shadow of Colossus. Is obviously Eco, the follow-up, which really has nothing to do with the story.
Yeah, man, I loved Eco. I don't know how well it sold. I heard it didn't sell very well, but I guess it sold well enough that those guys are getting to make another game, and that makes me really happy. And one of the things that, not that I want to reveal too much about what we're working on, but one of the things I want to do is play with scale. I think the idea of humans and big things is really interesting, and the next gen hardware is really going to let us explore that. And unfortunately, someone's getting to it before me, but the Shadow of Colossus just looks unbelievable. You know, they really captured that, I mean, gigantic stuff. It looks like a ton of fun.
Cool. Okay. Now, was there anything else that Warren Sparks said, "Oh wow, I wish I could have thought of that."
Well, this is kind of sad in a way, but I think the first thing I'm going to buy when it comes out is Trauma Center for the DS.
Okay. Yeah, I heard you were into this. Actually, I think we were looking at Need for Speed Most Wanted as well.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, when you look at, I mean, I'm a GT fan, you know, and when I see something that looks that much better than anything I've ever seen in the driving game space, I mean, I'm going to be picking that up.
Okay, well, this is interesting because you've talked about graphics a lot right here.
Yeah.
The really Warren Spector, not to say that your games aren't graphically impressive, but it's always been gameplay, like these really interesting tweaks and way to have a really well-rounded experience. I don't know. I'm surprised to hear this from you.
Well, it's only because at E3, I mean, even if you get hands-on stuff, you know, you really don't have time to get a feel for how a game is really going to play, you know? And so at the show, you know, you kind of, especially when we've got all these new consoles out, you know, it's what people are showing off. They're showing off, you know, all the filtering stuff they can do, and all the, we have 10,000 NPCs on the screen, none of them doing anything. Oh, sorry. Oops.
Well, I think that's all we have right now. This is a man who I love talking games with, and I can do it for the rest of my life. Do you remember when we were all, welcome to E3? Well, day one is almost over. But we've got some final thoughts coming your way as soon as we collect them. They may be insightful, they might be cloudy and disturbing. That's what's probably going to be, but we're promising nothing.
There's no iToy, Adam. No iToy.
Oh.
He's dangerous with an eye toy. He can hurt someone.
Yeah. All right, right now, we've got to look at a game that's so exciting it'll actually turn your Liquid Snake solid. It's Metal Gear Solid 4, and if that's not enough to cause 2 huge red exclamation points to appear over your head, well, later in the week we'll have an interview with none other than Metal Gear creator Hideo Kojima. But without further ado, here's MGS Quattro.
smile? Was that a little smile?
Wow, that got pretty dark pretty quick.
Yeah. Kojima, I hope we learn exactly what makes the man tick when we do this interview.
I don't know if anything makes him
I
tick.
don't want to know. I really don't want to know.
Yes, but you know what? That still I thought was pretty funny, and I know a lot of people are excited. All right, that's it for day one of E3. We'll all be camping out here overnight to make sure we're back right here this time tomorrow.
We've got sleeping bags and cups of warm water to soak Adam's hands in once he falls asleep. In the meantime, log on to IGN.com for non-stop E3 coverage into the wee hours. Now excuse us while we figure out how to turn a triple extra large Activision shirt into a makeshift tent.
We'll figure it out. Remember, E305 Live. We'll be back tomorrow and Friday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, with even more from the trenches. Good night, everyone. Now, excuse me while I scrounge South Hall for some happy corn dogs.
Oh, no, I got
Let me know if you find it.
I have all.